guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video we're going to be talking about a few things. One is going to be about your gems and gear. The second part is going to be talking about how you would build the knight class, which is on today's topic of video. The third thing is going to be about your dragons and primordial dragons, and I apologize, sorry, 4 things. And the last thing will be about geode mastery, which is going to be a crucial part other than the star chart, but the star chart will be a separate video on its own. And then I'll get that video out as soon as possible after I've kind of figured out the whole star chart thing, because I'm still figuring it out myself. I never kind of played with it and messed with it up until about a week ago, so I'm at the moment, you know, trying to do this. Oh my lord, chat is just weird. Anyway, today's video we're going to be doing the first thing we're going to talk about today is going to be about your primordial dragons. Each primordial dragon will give you 10% power boost on your gems. So depending on how your gems are, like my gems are max level on cosmic, so I get 793 plus power on my cosmic gems. I get 769 on my fire gems. I get another 793 on my air gems, and I get another 793 on my water gems. Now the fire gems one will go up to 793 once I get it maxed out. I still have to max out one, but I'm still working on that. I swapped classes and I'm still getting that at the moment. Now the second thing about dragons you will need to know is fragment dragons. Each fragment can be collected by a certain means. Like honeybee dragon fragments, it says a new flying dragon and hub. Let's see, these fragments can be rarely obtained from bees and bee-like creatures throughout the world. So if you're trying to figure out how you do that, or glacial shards for the ice dragon fragments. Hatched dragons, that's a good one that everybody's asked me about. So these ones are going to be a little bit of a, I guess you would say, pain. A very big pain. For the only fact of it is if you don't got the flux to buy some of the dragons off the marketplace, which I will show you guys here in a minute, it's just gonna be a pain to buy. So the only ones you cannot buy is this one, and that's it. So you can't buy either one of these two, the light spirit or dark shield dragon egg fragments. Dragon eggs. It's impossible to buy them. It's easy to get the fragments, and I'll tell you how, but those ones are hard. And now we're gonna get on to the last part of the dragons thing, which it's kind of simple things that kind of talk about the dragons, because it's not, you know, it's kind of a simple talk about thing. It's a very easy topic. With the Azrulian dragon, it is only going to take 40 fragments, so please make sure to be like 100% sure on each one you do. So it's going to take about, okay, so it's going to take about 400 dragon coins exactly for the Azrulian dragon. Now for the other dragons, for the Neon dragon it's 100 souls, Ancient dragons it's 100 souls, Moonwing dragon 100 souls, Bone dragon 100 souls, Winter dragon 100 souls, Starlight 100 souls, etc. So these are all just going to be 100 souls for these ones. Now, the ones that you're probably wondering about is there's a couple of them, and I just recommend if you end up wanting to do it, you don't have to buy like a little bit of bomber coins, a bomber coin boost, and then a bomber coins. So that way you can end up buying these 2 totems. Then you could end up farming this dragon out, which is the plague dragon, the twin plague dragon. And then also this one was is just gonna be an easy farm. I don't know where the other one is. Oh, there it is. And the warhead dragon. Those are both gonna be 2 easy farm dragons if you end up getting these 2 totems. Highly recommend just doing that instead of wasting your time trying to queue for a bomber match and then end up dying and losing and just kind of going on. Super easy, very fun to take and just do it that way, because you get to farm and level up your character and progress further in the game than to take and just play Bomb Royale all day, because it gives you no XP or anything. Second thing that we're going to be doing right now is going over to here, and we're going to head over to the Geo top side, unless the bench is down here, and I don't believe it is. It is not. Okay, sadly enough, we got to head over to the Geo top side real quick, so that way we can go ahead and show you guys what you're going to do for the next mastery. Now, the only reason you're going to work on your Geode Mastery is for the fact of it is, with Geode Mastery, you're going to get 500 light, because it's 10 light per mastery. So you're going to get about 500 to 1,000 light, and it's 100 mastery, 100 Geode points for the first one, and then it's 10, grants 10 light and 5 power rank. Don't listen to the 10 light, because it just ends up giving you more than what it says. But that's going to give you a lot more mastery. The only way you can get this mastery, and the quickest way in my opinion, is to come here and craft these. As you go further in, you'll make it to this. Now if you end up saying that you don't want to stop here and you want to go for the last one, go for it. It gives you Geode Mastery as well. And I recommend making the Geode mounts, like Geode costumes, mounts, and stuff that are in here. There's 2 sets of Geode costumes and mounts. And then there's 2 Geode allies, which are not bad if you're a new player, but pretty bad if you're an in-game player. And then here is where you're going to get more Geode Mastery, because it ends up giving more Geode Mastery for being in the Geode. You can end up buying this pack, the Bard pack, for $75 plus tax on PlayStation. And I do highly recommend just kind of farming it, and if you don't want to farm it, that's alright too. Just buy it, that works. Now we're going to get on to the last topic of today, and the whole reason we're on the night is the gems. And then after we get done talking about the gems and gear, we're going to take them into the Geo Topside Uber 11, which is going to say 14, and we're going to take and go ahead and do that so I can show you guys what he can do. Sorry, excuse me, had a yawn. So with each piece of gear, it's going to end up giving you more power. So to equip the gear that I have on, it's going to make sure that you got to be level 20, which is an easy task, I promise you. Now, as you level up and get to level 20, try and get you a C4 ring. That's always going to be good. I have energy regen on mine, which is like a perfect stat on mine, and I could not believe it at first box. You also want to get your crystal gear. Now, yours won't be crystal 5 like mine, because you have to be 45k plus. But once you end up getting it, you're going to want to level up your crystal gear, whether it's crystal 1, crystal 2, and then skip crystal 3 and try and go for crystal 4, because that's always going to be like the absolute best. Your gear is going to give you attack. You always want attack speed and movement speed on all your gear, so it gives you a little bit more of a damage rate and a little bit more of a farming rate. Now, with how that's gonna work is, the more your gems and stuff, your gear and gems are up there, the more power rank you'll have, which means more damage you can do. As you can see, I'll give you guys a second to kind of comb over my stats so you guys can see what my stats look like at the moment, which is not a full maxed out gem, and then still working on a set of mythic gear. So I'll give you guys a second to look at this. Alrighty. We're also going to talk about this while we're at it, because I forgot this was also in the game. Subclasses. A lot of people's asked me, what does that do? So subclasses, depending on the level of your guy, will depend on how much you get per power rank per, thing. So with the Solarian, you get 140 light at level 30. You get 20 critical damage, and it just kind of like shows you each and tells you each one ability. It tells you the ability and stuff that actually ends up helping a little bit. Like, it's got certain abilities, hidden abilities that you can end up doing. Like magic attacks to enemies. It says magic attacks to enemies can activate string surge to deal a damage over time effect. Or damaging an enemy has a chance to drop a candy that increases your attack speed, movement speed, or healing. Flying, really wouldn't worry about that. Now we're going to go on to gems. With physical damage characters, you're always going at critical hit and critical damage on all your little gems. See? And now with your big gems, these are the ones I run because I like it. Stringing Curse. Dealing a damage applies an damage over time effects to enemies. That's a really good one. Pyro Disc. Killing an enemy has a chance to generate a flaming disc that damages nearby enemies. That's a really good one. Now this one is unquestionable. You cannot change it. You cannot go without it. It is the best gem for every class. No matter what class you're playing. Every class in the game must have this one. It's absolutely amazing. Battle Berserker. Damaging an enemy causes a frenzy state, adding a small amount of attack speed and light. Continue damage to enemies extends the frenzy state until it causes berserker state, greatly increasing your attack speed and light. Really good gem. And you also want to make sure for your big gems that you equipped that they have 3 stars. Now if you have to equip it for the time being until you get one, that also works. Just make sure that before you make it crystal to change it into a crystal gem. Before you do change it to a crystal gem, make sure it's a 3-star stellar when you first get it. It ends up helping out a lot, and it ends up doing a lot more for you than you would actually intend or expect it to. And it's just something that's overall like really great. Now, with all that being said, we're going to head over to Geotopside 11, and I'm going to show you guys what this character can do inside Geotopside 11. The damage in Geotopside 11 is basically for all Ubers, and then I'll do one dungeon here, and then one dungeon in the D15, which is Uber 12. So you guys can kind of see firsthand what type of damage comes out of this, and then what damage doesn't. And then you guys tell me if you like the class, or if you don't. As you can clearly see, this class can easily shred through anybody. It can take and speed up, and it can do a lot of damage. Now, before we go into doing the D15, this is one thing that I do want to talk to you guys about, because this is a absolute must. When you go to equipped allies, the allies that you're going to want to run for physical damage is going to either be Animated Jug. So it's going to either be the Animated Jug, or if you come down to the Paragon, it's going to be Ernie. Or if you ended up getting the star chart, Scorpius. Scorpius is just an upgraded Animated Jug. It has the same effects that Animated Jug does. It just gives you 5% more physical damage and 100 plus light. So it's really good on damaging and getting a lot of damage dealt, compared to not damaging at all and not really making any damage back. So it's like that thing that you absolutely must do it. Also, with the star bar up in the right hand corner, that bar right there, I'm going to have an arrow pointing to it, so try and pay attention to that. That bar, what it's going to end up doing is allowing you to take and get qubits. Qubits are going to be used to take and by crystal gem converters, by wings, let's see, wings, flasks, and just a few other things inside the marketplace. And then they also allow you to buy stuff from the Curious Cat, which is at Hub, and that's just going to be an entirely different video, because that one's not really important when you're first starting off. But as you guys can see, the damage just starts increasing and increasing and increasing until it basically just overpowers the enemy. Now this is the max strength area, and I do not have a full set of mythics, so it's going to be a little bit slower. But I do highly recommend playing the Knight. He is actually a really fun class, and I feel like if you ended up giving the Knight a chance, you guys would end up seeing how good the Knight is and then actually wanting to play him. Now I do recommend him, but that is your choice to start off with him or end up playing him. I hope this video was a little bit educational on your dragons, your geo mastery, and on his power rank, on like how he can damage a lot, and also on the gear and gems. If that ended up being educational for you, drop a like down below, leave a comment, and if you guys have any questions, I will try and answer every comment that has every question in the comment section and give it a heart. As long as you leave it down there, I will try and answer everything the best I can. Just please make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and leave a thumbs up on the video. I will see you guys in the next one, and I hope you guys have a great day. See you guys in the next trove.